What's up, YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. Stormzy dropped a new track 4 days ago. We're getting a lot of drops here. He dropped the track with Ray, The Weeknd. He dropped, what's this? Oh, celebrating Stormzy's 30th birthday. Man, he's young. So he dropped those. He dropped that track. He dropped Toxic Trait. He dropped Longevity Flow. So now we have Angel in the Marble. We have 4 drops within the last month. Do we have an album coming? He's just kind of letting loose some one-offs that he recorded that weren't really going to be on the project. I'm not sure. Has he released an album date? Maybe, and I'm just not sure. You guys can comment down below. But I'm here for it. You guys know I like Stormzy. The thing about this, though, as I'm looking, I feel like these numbers seem light. Are we now over the hill on his career? Are we starting to be on the other side where it's I know Fredo, Dave, Sench, these are the guys that are probably more at the top now. I'm not sure. He just disappears from time to time, right? And maybe that's hurting his viewership and his play count. I'm not sure. You guys might know more. You might be more dialed in. Let me know. But we're here for this. Angel in the Marble. I got the lyrics pulled up. Let's check this out.
We still get the work in large amounts. There's something coming that I can't announce. You know the food tastes good when you're staring at a menu that you can't pronounce.
So I think he answered a question. He's working on something. He said there's something coming that I can't announce. So I'm just saying right away, he's saying they just be ready.
That I can't announce. You know the food tastes good when you're staring at a menu that you can't pronounce. This winter white truffle cost me half an ounce. Home record flows is guaranteed to make.
That's creative. I don't want to stop too much, but I can't. This winter white truffle cost me half an ounce. And I love how he's comparing the food, the fine dining food experience, but he's relating to it in street terms and talking about what the cost of the drugs would be, and it would equate to what he's paying here. Okay.
This winter white truffle cost me half an ounce. Home record flows is guaranteed to make your partner bounce. It's a horror up in our accounts. Why is your money froze? Running O's, that's how we started out. I saw the angel in the marble and I carved it out. Now look at me. Chiseled like Da Vinci reappeared in 93. I found my inner Preston and I went and set him free. Now we the Black Beatles, let it be. I'm from South London where them boys die by the hundreds. No one taught us how to moon, so we go print them on our jumpers. Back when Mega had the TT hood dreams. Didn't even know what it was called, but it looked clean.
Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Just some of the stuff he's saying here, the line that's really sticking out to me, and I kind of thought along these lines when I saw the title of the track, but where he said there, I saw the angel in the marble and I carved it out. And this is about being able. He talked about this in Longevity Flow too, I think, being able to see or have the vision that other people didn't. And they didn't understand what he was working on, what he was trying to do. But he was trying to take this thing global, right? He's taken this UK art form, which is this, to be honest, small island nation, basically. It's not, I know the UK ruled the world at one point, but I'm just saying, it's a small point on the planet, and he made it global, right? Because now what people did before him allowed him to become him. But then what he did has allowed people like Fredo, Dave, Central C, and whoever else might be blowing up right now. Those are just the 3 that I know. But it allowed them to have the traction that they've had in the global market, which is huge, right? So I like this right now. I like this. And he's throwing it back to, what's he talking about here? I thought he said Mega, but I'm not sure.
I had the TT hood dreams.
And I like that he's talking about where he's from. I'm from South London, where the boys die by the hundreds. No one taught us how to mourn, so we go print them on our jumpers. Man, that's real talk.
Didn't even know what it was called, but it looked clean. Used to wear the suede wallabies till my foot leaned. 50-inch telly courtesy on my butch fiend. You can pay me in electronic devices. Stormzy ain't nice, but he's the nicest. Even back when I was selling Miley Cyrus, put a premium on my prices. Sick like a virus. Don't make me do it like my stylist. I hear top boy talk from a bunch of quarter.
Shout out Mel. Don't make me do it like my stylist, but Mel made me do it. So that's a self-reference. I like that. More drug references here as well.
Don't make me do it like my stylist. I hear top boy talk from a bunch of quarter-finalists. Real nigga living through a bitch nigga crisis. Yeah, I grew up in the jungle on the grid with Martin Brundle. My hairline's the only thing that keeps a nigga humble. God knew what he was doing when he made me.
Come on, my hairline's the only thing that keeps me humble. And I love that he can kind of poke fun at himself, right? Like we saw that in Mel Made Me Do It. The S on my chest stands for success, but the M on my hairline stands for my millions. Fire line.
Hairline's the only thing that keeps a nigga humble. God knew what he was doing when he made me unforgettable. Just check the swag, I'm on my suede lead. I told Jermaine I could be the Kung Fu Kenny to your day free. Just be the tied to my Jay-Z. Day pre. I get Lizzie and I stay fleet. These new niggas lit, but they just ain't me. I skirt through it like I'm Sir Lewis. You nerds had it, but you nerds blew it.
The references, man, it's super heavy, like super reference heavy. He had the Unforgettable track, which was huge when it came out. Like that summer, I feel like I heard it everywhere. It was at French Montana and Sway Lee, I think. We got the Jay-Z reference here. Jermaine, I'm not sure who he might be talking about there. You guys can fill me in. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know everything. Definitely like not even close to everything. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. But then we have the Lewis Hamilton. So I skirt through like I'm Lewis. So like skirt through like driving. Dope.
So I just got to it, through it like I'm Sir Lewis. You nerds had it, but you nerds blew it. So I just got to it. They take shots, but I bop through it. I dodge through it like I'm Rod Stewart. If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, the flow's crystal meth. Let me flip it like I'm Jesse. I control it like I'm Walter White. Tell my mum-in-law I'll treat her daughter right.
Breaking Bad reference. Flow is crystal meth. I'll flip it like I'm Jesse, but I'll flip the flow. I'll control it like I'm Walter White, because Walter White was controlling the whole thing. All right.
Like I'm Jesse, I control it like I'm Walter White. Tell my mum-in-law I'll treat her daughter right. She don't have to rent or ever sort of flat. I love her up and hold her tight. Mwah, 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 give me kiss. Pretty little miss, I tell her what it is. Babe, I take you shopping even though I take the piss. I'm only joking, girl, I'm silly like this kettle on my wrist. Watch dumb, car dumb, crim's dumb, soon done. If my money spoke, he'll say V5, full thumb. I hit home runs.
If my money spoke to say fee fi fo fum. Who says fee fi fo fum? Giants. My money big. My money's a giant.
Soon done. If my money spoke, he'll say V5, full thumb. I hit home runs, no smoke, no guns, no smoke. Must be puns, I'm still good in both lungs. It's the calm before the storm. I go Bulgari for my drawn. $500,000 on jackets that I've hardly ever worn. Better check the fee before you ask me to perform. July 26th, that's the day a star was born. It's the arena packer. Way back when I used to pre-Natasha. Ask Factory, I've been a masher. They wanna race, but I'm Dina Asher. Bring a whole leap of passer. The flow.
She was in the Mel Made Me Do It too. I believe she's a sprinter, right? Like a runner, I think.
Masher. They wanna race, but I'm Dina Asher. Bring a whole leap of passer. The flow's from God, but it's Big Mikey, but I'm more.
I'm trying to think, because he leaves the line sometimes, right? The flow's from God, but it might be like a common saying that maybe I don't know. Like he said, leap of passer, Dina Asher. So it must be like that's the rhyme scheme I'm looking for, but I'm not sure. The flow's from God, but I'm not sure.
Bring a whole leap of passer. The flow's from God, but it's Big Mikey, but I'm more Spinelli. She got the Evelyn, I prefer the Kelly. I got the oat, but I prefer the Skelly. Well done, girl, you hit the belly. I gotta tone it down on Graham Norton. All this swag can't fit on telly. I skirt, hit the belly. I gotta tone it down on Graham Norton. All this.
I gotta tone it down on Graham Norton. All this swag can't fit on telly. He goes on those shows I feel like I've seen a clip. I've seen a couple clips. I love watching Jonathan Ross, Graham Norton. I love watching, like, I just go to YouTube sometimes. I watch clips from those shows because I find it hilarious.
This is why I can't fit on telly. I skirt around on my big Pirellis. The man are actors, I should give them Emmys. The man are washed, hang them out to dry. If man are lit, then what the fuck am I? I must be doing something right. Hell yeah, fucking right. Heavy kettle, but it's something light. I told Mel, do my button tight. Gotta look clean when I'm getting my award. They wonder how I shine, that's the presence of the Lord. They wanna know my scent, nigga, that's Tom Ford. They wanna know the shows and the places that I've toured. They wanna know storms, don't you ever get bored? Rapping about things that you know we can't afford. Oh, it's big man.
I like that flow too, though. What he caught right there when he kind of toned down the voice, like he was kind of almost whisper rapping. Yeah. Hey, man. I mean, I guess we don't really get tired of hearing you talk about things that we can't afford, because here we are listening to it again.
Get bored, rapping about things that you know we can't afford. Oh, it's big man, the one to shed a light on the rappers' insecurity. I ain't like you, I need security. I'm too lit and too rich, gotta stay drip for continuity. The boy is too sick, I need immunity. Them boys are too slow, but I'm Bolt or I'm Shelly Ann. I feel a rap like a jerry can, I shoot like a steady cam. I got kids, but my chick ain't had no belly scan. Look, I'm a father for many, man. Boy.
Damn. The end part. I feel the rap like a jerry can, but in a jerry can you also put gasoline, right? Like, so I think that was like, why does my eye feel weird? My eye feels weird. I shoot like a steady cam, like shooting film, but shoot. I got kids, but my chick didn't have a belly scan. She didn't have an ultrasound because look at my father. He said father, I think he said I father many men or something like that. But I think that's what he's trying to say is like, I got kids, like the kids are like, you know, these rappers coming up. So anyways, man, you know, like this toxic trait, even longevity flow to an extent, I feel very like mafiosa vibes. Like it kind of just feels like that's what's happening right now. And I'm here for it. I like it because I like when he self, you know, talks about how like, oh, he's been on top for so long and he sees himself as like the GOAT and whatever. And that's great. Like you got to think that way in rap. I think it's important. But I think like if you take that mindset and then you apply it to the imaging that we're seeing, it makes sense. It's like, well, I've won already. Like I am who I am. I'm like I know Wiley has the title Godfather of Grime, but just ignore that part. I'm talking about like Godfather vibes. Like I've done this. I'm the boss. Like this is me rapping from my boss desk, right? Anyways, I'm glad I checked that out. I'm curious. Like, are we getting an album? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Happy birthday. Happy 30th birthday, young man. I'm a couple years older than you. I'm about to be 32. If you guys are still here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.